Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, July 2nd. If you've never seen my channel before or watched any of my videos, I'm obviously on YouTube as Rhode Island Picker, but my eBay store is under Rhode Island Picker Reseller. Basically, I buy used stuff from thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, stuff like that, Facebook Marketplace, and put them on eBay and make profits off them. So last night, after I got done here, if you watched last week's video, great. If not, go back and watch it. But when I went home, I was home for a little while, then I felt like going out. So I ended up going to a couple of Savers and a Goodwill after 5 p.m. I had never done that before. Always early in the morning when they put the new stuff out. So let me take a ride and I'll see what they got, if anything, that late in the day. And I'm glad I did. I'm going to show you what I picked up. There's two full IKEA bags of stuff and a couple of overflow. So let's start with that. I think I spent a total of right around 77, maybe 80 bucks to round it off, but I should do pretty well on this stuff. Also, been going back and forth with this over the last couple of weeks about kind of not only did I reconfigure my space down here, if you watched the last video, kind of reconfigure the business, meaning getting out of, or not really buying any more smalls. Now, by smalls, if you don't know what that is, basically means stuff like this. Like I was saying last week, no more glasses, mugs, stuff nothing that's gonna make, make me $5 here, $6 there. It's good to have. I have all this sports merchandise that I'll make a few bucks on. I have overflow of that stuff. So I want to kind of start hitting the bigger items now. What is that? Or more of electronics like this, exercise stuff. Just bigger items that obviously I'm gonna have to pay more to buy, but the return on it will be better. Like instead of making, 5 to 10 bucks on an item, I can make 30 to 100 bucks on an item. So that's the plan. And that's going to reflect what I show you on some of the buys I had yesterday. So let's get started with that, and then we'll do the orders. I had 7 orders. One I'm still waiting on payment, which I'm going to check my phone right now. It looks like they paid, so I have 7 orders. All right, so here's the pile from 2 Savers stores and a Goodwill last night. Let's start with Goodwill. I only picked up one thing at Goodwill. It's this Margaritaville bag. I'm not even sure. It just happened to catch my eye up on the shelf. I think I paid $12. Like I said, it was about $80 total for all this stuff. So I paid about $12, and I looked up the comps, and this generally sells anywhere from 30 to 50, and I actually saw some that had a little bit more, got a little bit more. Okay, and at Savers, I picked up this DeMarini bat. I think, yes, the Flipper Aftermath. It's in, there's no dents or anything in it. It's in a little bit of rough shape, but this actually sells for at least, there's more than a few comps selling around $200 on this bat. If I can get over 100, I'd be extremely happy. So then I grabbed a Guitar Hero wireless guitar for the PlayStation 2. There's no dongle in it or wireless with it, but for I think just under $6, I figured why not. Probably going to get $25 to $30 for this, just as is. And then I just had to buy this. This is for the Xbox 360. I believe it's the Explorer guitar for Guitar Hero. I paid about the same amount, just under $6, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'm probably going to have to wait to list these because I want to get a couple of systems to test them out on. But I should be able to get anywhere from 40 to 60, 70 bucks for that. All right, next up we have this Sony kind of tiny little boombox with the remote, which is usually important. It's got a cassette player, CD, radio. Got someone's name here. Hopefully I can get that off. But if not, I paid just under $6 for this, and comps show this selling anywhere from $25 to $50. Closer to $50 if you have the remote. So the radio did work in the store. I'll just have to test everything else out. Got some Maxell High 8 video cassettes, brand new. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Probably can get about 15 to 20 bucks out of that. This little pack here was interesting. It's got a couple of mouses in here, but it's also got this Minolta Freedom Zoom 130 camera, which hopefully it's in there and hopefully it works. It was like $3 for this little package. So if the camera is in there and it works, I'd probably get anywhere from $20 to $30 for just the camera. The mice, or mouses, whatever you want to call it, I'm not sure. I got to check on those. I know one of them is a wireless mouse. We'll check on those. Alright, then I grabbed this Breadman Plus bread maker, automatic bread maker. It did power up and turn on in the store. It was spinning. I only paid, I think I paid $5 for this. And if it does work fully, you're probably looking anywhere from $30 to $60. If it doesn't work, just the inside parts of it generally go for 15 to 20 and more if I were to part it out. So hopefully it does work and I can just put up the whole thing. It actually still had the manual inside of it too. Alright, then we have a Sanyo Cinema Progressive DVD player and video cassette recorder. There's no remote, so if this does work, it'll go anywhere from $30 to $65 based on the comps. Alright, then this is a Toshiba DVD video cassette recorder also. The only issue with this is it's got a dent on the side. It did power up in the store. I was able to open the tray. I'm going to test it out, but if it does work, I'll put that there's a dent in the description. These generally sell $100 to $140, so even if I get a little less than that, I think I paid $8 for it, so that'll be a really good return on investment on this. Alright, then of course I have to get another Triple E. I've sold a bunch of these if you watch the channel. These usually get around $25. I think I paid $3 or $4 for that, so I got to check inside and make sure everything's there. Alright, we got these Altec Lansing computer speakers, left and right speakers. There's no subwoofer with this, but for just under $6, it was worth a shot. I can probably get around 30, 40, maybe even close to 50 if I'm lucky on these. Probably going to be around $30, so a good buy, and there's more than a few that have sold. Alright, and then the last thing, this was kind of cool. As seen on TV, the Claw. It's one of those electronic arcade games. You put candy or whatever you want in there, and you know, you've seen it in a Toy Story. Paid just under $6 for this. It looked like it on the inside of the box was in pretty good condition. Hopefully it works, but if it does work, I can probably get anywhere from $20 to $40 for that. So I just had another order, which a really good one. So that makes 8. Let's get started on that. Alright, so that order that just came in, they haven't paid yet. Hopefully before I leave here today, it'll get paid. If not, it'll be on the next part of the video. So let's get started and find the first item. Let's walk through. Should be easy to find if I put it in the right spot. Let's see. There it is. This is a Zynex Medical, I think it's some kind of like ultrasound or muscle stimulator that I picked up at a yard sale. I think I paid $10 for this. And it was actually on 10% off promotion, and this sold for $224.99. And then we also sold another piece of that stereo equipment. This is an AWA Super T-Bass stereo AV receiver, the AV-D98. Paid about $8 for this on that big buy, and this sold for $79.99 plus shipping. So this is what I was talking about as far as getting bigger price items. It's a couple of good examples right there. All right, over to the Hull Pottery, if I can see it. Here it is. So this right here, I got about $1.50 into. This is on, I believe it was on 20% off promotion, yes. This is a vintage Hull chicken in a nest dish. It was discontinued, and this ended up selling for $19.99 plus shipping. All right, over to some of that new sports memorabilia. It's one of these baseballs. Where would it be? It should be up here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is a Subway Series 2004 Yankees and Mets commemorative ball. So I probably have $1.50 into this, and this ended up selling for $14.99 free shipping. Now we're going to the Disney section. This right here. I paid $1 for this at a yard sale a few weeks ago. This is Fisher-Price Disney Little People, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Brand new. You know, the box is a little beat up, but this sold, this is on 10% off promotion. This sold for $35.99 plus shipping. We have a video game that I just picked up the other day. Should be up here. It's not that one. This one. This is for the Nintendo 64. It's Army Men Sarge's Heroes. And this sold for $16.99 free shipping. All right, and we have the last thing, unless the other person pays for the other order. Should be these right here. So this is a set of 6 vintage Hull oven proof avocado green drip coffee cup mugs, pottery. So I got probably a couple of bucks into that, and that sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, so I'm gonna get these packaged up. If that other order gets paid for, you're gonna see it. If not, I'm gonna be down here for a little while, either listing or going to work again on the sports merchandise, getting them out of the boxes and condensing. All right, as I was packing the orders, I got another one. This isn't the one I was talking about before, but this one just came in. Funko Pop Teen Titans Go number 454. This is Blackfire. I got a couple of bucks into this, and this sold for $7.99 plus shipping. Hey, it's Saturday morning, July 3rd. Heading out. I'm already out. It's a little after 8.
Exit left to merge onto I-95 South.
Yeah, so it's a little after 8. As you can see in the back here, I got a bunch of stuff from Savers yesterday that I'll show you later. But right now, I'm on my way to Swansea, Massachusetts. I'm going to pick up a printer for $40 that the lady said everything works on it, no problems with it, and it should be able to sell close to 100, maybe 100 bucks. I do have another printer back there that I picked up yesterday for $11 or $12 that should sell for about 80, depending on if it works. So what was good about that one is that it had the installation disc and the manual and the power cable. So yeah, so after that I'm gonna hit, there's a Salvation Army in Swansea. I thought they opened at 9, but they open at 10, so I'm making this trip to get the printer first. I was actually going to do the printer second after the store, but since they open at 10, I left a little early. I thought they opened at 9. So I'm going to get the printer, go to Salvation Army, and after that, there's a Savers in Fall River that I've been to once. I don't remember if I bought a couple of things there, but not much, but we'll check it out again. And then maybe on the way back, there's another Salvation Army that I didn't even know about, I think, in North Kingstown, Rhode Island. I'm going to have to make a phone call or something to make sure it's there and it's an actual store and not like a counseling center or something like that. I did have 4 eBay orders, so I'm going to stop over there to do those, but I'm waiting to hear back from one of the buyers because he bought I think it was a Sherwood stereo receiver, and when I took it off the shelf this morning, I noticed that it was missing one of the feet, and that wasn't in the description, so I contacted the guy to make sure he still wants it, and if he doesn't, I understand, but I'm probably gonna have to hold off on shipping that out until I hear back from him. Now, one of the issues is Monday is a holiday, so there'll be no mail, so that's why I wanted to go do whatever I had today to try to get it out to the mail. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get back in time before the post office closes, so it might not even matter. So Tuesday everything will be shipping, but we'll see. So I'm gonna head to get this stuff now, and you guys will see exactly what I bought later. All right, so I'm back. I still haven't gotten to the places I was going, but I was thinking as I was driving, and I went back through some of my older videos, and I don't think I ever mentioned this before, but when I started, I'm just into my second year of doing it. And I sold on eBay for years before. I sold a lot of like musical equipment stuff. I'm on and off, but nothing like I'm doing now. So when the pandemic hit and my band's gigs all got canceled, I looked for something to make a little extra money, and that's how this started. So I had a business plan written out, and I think I started around last April or May of 2020. And the plan was to start. So what I did first is I listed some of my own personal items just to get money flowing a little bit, and then I held a couple of yard sales to sell more stuff just to get cash. I didn't want to use any of my personal money to get this so-called business going. So I did that, and then I started going to yard sales and thrift stores and buying inventory. Now the plan from the start was to buy a lot of small stuff, small items, like I mentioned previously, the mugs and glasses and dishes and stuff like that. Also, I bought the occasional video game system and bigger higher priced items, but mainly it was to stop building. This whole first year was to stop building up my smalls inventory, just to have a lot of that stuff in stock all the time, because they sell periodically. They sell, like I sold two things from the sports stuff last night. So they're not big sellers, but they kind of keep the cash flow going a little bit, where you make $5, $10, $11, $12, you know, on an item here and there. So that got me built up. That's the sports memorabilia, that's the sports merchandise. Even like the Star Wars stuff that I bought in bulk, there was some high priced items in that, but there's a lot of smaller stuff that, you know, sell for $10, $15. And the plan, so now I'm into year 2. This is going into stage 2 of the business plan, where I'm going to stop buying and selling higher priced items. You know, even I have to pay. You know, normally I would go to a thrift store and I'll pay $2, $3, $4 for something and sell it for, you know, $20. Now I'm going to stop paying. Like this printer I'm going to pick up today, I'm paying $40 for it, and, you know, hoping to make, you know, $60 to $70 off profit off of it. And just buying higher priced items to get my average sale price up a lot more than it is right now. And like I said, the smalls are always there. I got the space, they just sit in there, you know, wherever I store them, and when they sell, they sell. But I couldn't remember if I had mentioned this about the business plan. There is a method to my madness. You know, I don't just go out. There are times when I just go out and just buy whatever, because I just feel like buying something. And a lot of times, you know, I make bad buys, but as I said before, anything that doesn't sell, or I see that's not going to sell that I thought would sell, I'll either bring it to the flea market, or I will donate it to Savers and get their 20% off coupon to buy more stuff. So that's what I'm really looking for. So when I was in the Savers stores or thrift stores the last couple of days, I would always focus on finding whatever I could. You know, I would go up and down the kitchenwares aisle where there's dishes and glasses and mugs, and I'd look, so I can make $7 off this mug, so I'd buy it. Not the last couple of days, I haven't gone into those aisles. I've walked through them just because sometimes people leave like expensive stuff from other sections of the store in those aisles. Like they'll pick something up and walk around the store a little, and they'll change their mind, and instead of going putting it back where it belongs, they'll just throw it on the closest shelf. So I do walk up and down all the aisles to see. I found 2, you'll see it later, I found 2 Star Wars mugs. I just said I'm not going to do mugs, but these were, I sold one of these before and made a decent profit on it. So I bought 2 of those because they were in aisles they weren't supposed to be in. But yeah, so long story short, the first year was mainly smalls, building up that inventory, getting a ton of it. I think I overdid it, to be honest, but the stuff's always there and I can always sell it. And even if like I said, that sports merch stuff, 40 cents each. So even if I sell pieces for $1, I'm still making a little money. Like if I want to offload it down the road, if I feel like, I don't want this stuff anymore, at least I can offload it pretty cheaply to somebody, but I'll still make money on it. And yeah, so now the idea is to stop finding more electronics like I have been in video game systems more than I was before. Cherry pick video games that are worth money, and then also going back to the kitchen stuff, getting stuff like you know, stuff like the Ninja blenders sell well on eBay, old vacuum cleaners, stuff like that. So that's the main focus of stage 2 of the business plan, year 2. So I just wanted to tell you guys that I could not remember, I couldn't find it in any of the old videos. I didn't watch all of them, but I watched a bunch of them early this morning when I got up early, and I figured I'd just throw that out there. So all right, I'm gonna shut this off now, and I'll see you soon. So I finally made it back to my eBay space. It's almost 4 o'clock. Had a long day of driving around, pretty much into Massachusetts, all over Rhode Island. I don't know how many miles I logged, but it was a long day. I grabbed a bunch of stuff from a few of the thrift stores. Actually, some from yesterday too. I'm going to show you all that stuff, and then I'm going to do the 6 orders. So let's get started here. All right, so I picked up this HP OfficeJet Pro 8600 Plus printer from Facebook Marketplace. They were asking $50. I offered $30, and we settled on $40. I was told it works. The last time they used it, it worked. It was from a business, so I understand that they upgraded was the reason they were selling this. So assuming that it does work, everything's good, I should be able to get at least $100, maybe 150 out of that. Then this I picked up yesterday. It's a Canon Pixma MG5320. I got this from Savers. I paid about 10 or 11 bucks for it. As you can see, it's got the manual and everything. Plugged it in the store, it turned on, so I got to do some testing on it. But if it does work, I'm thinking I can get anywhere from 75 to 100 bucks. Okay, and then $4 each. These are, I know I said I wasn't going to get mugs, as I mentioned earlier. Star Wars collectible figural mugs. One is, this one here is C-3PO, which I've sold before for like 18 bucks. And this one is, I think it's like a silver Darth Vader, which I'm pretty sure I can get about $20 for that. Alright, then at the Salvation Army, this is the only, I think I got this and maybe a pair of sneakers at one of the Salvation Armies. This is a Wherever Kebab It electric hot hors d'oeuvre meal maker. I got to make sure it works because it was kind of taped together in the store. I didn't plug it in. But if it does work, I can get anywhere from $30 to $50 for that. And I grabbed a silly Little Mermaid See and Say for a couple of bucks, and these actually are selling right around $20 or so, if I remember correctly. These right here might be a really good find because I got them, I think I paid up on them. I paid like 35 bucks for these at the Salvation Army, but there was a comp that this exact model brand of, these are actually Nike, designed 1997 Air Max, and there's another name for them too, I don't remember. It might actually be on here, but I'll check that later. But there were two comps. One sold for $130 and the other one sold for like $70. So either way, I should do okay on those. And then for pay 20% off us, this is at Savers. This is a Rail King electric train girder bridge. I sold another one of these things. It wasn't the girder bridge, it was something else, but I did pretty well. I think I had paid $20 for that one, and it ended up selling for like $60. So this one I paid right around 12 bucks, and comps on this I think it should be anywhere from 25 to 40, $45 on that. So this here for $4 is a, sorry for the camera movement here, interactive teaching machine typewrite. I guess it teaches you how to type, and if it does work, you can probably get anywhere from $25 to $45 for this too. Alright, these actually sell really well. I sold one before, the Black & Decker under cabinet can opener. I paid $4 for that at Savers. And these can actually go anywhere from $20 to $50 or $60. I gotta make sure it works. I forgot to plug it in the store. Alright, these right here I paid $14 for at Salvation Army, and actually might have been Goodwill. Yeah, these were at Goodwill. These are Adidas, I think they were, no, these are Brooks Beast Mogo, I guess they call them. Once they sell, they should sell anywhere from 30 to 60 bucks. Alright, then for $12.99, 13 bucks, these are Nike Zoom Windflow 5 sneakers. These are probably, once they sell, maybe double my money. They're going to sell for like anywhere from $25 to $35, $40. And the last thing, I think that's the last thing. Yeah, it's this kind of vintage Sony CDR RW playback machine. I think it's got a radio. I'm not sure. There was no power cable with it, so I think I have one. I only paid $4 for this. If it does work, you're looking at anywhere from $25 to $65. I also picked up for here, it's kind of wet because it's pouring out, but this is that sports equipment rack that I was talking about. I paid $20 for this. Should be able to get bats and put gloves up here, rollerblades, golf clubs and whatever on there, just to organize a little better. And then for $20 I picked up this shoe rack. It's a rolling shoe rack. There's wheels there. It's all the hardware. I got to put it together. It's got the shelves in there, in the bag down there, but this will help me arrange the sneakers and shoes a little bit better. I actually prefer going to thrift stores rather than yard sales or estate sales, just because thrift stores have a set price and sometimes you can even talk them down. When you go to a yard sale, I probably half the yard sales I go to, even more than half, I walk away with nothing, either because it's a bunch of junk, they have stuff that really doesn't sell well, or they think they have gold and the prices are too high. So, I mean, I still go to them, but I do prefer, I'm coming to find out I prefer going to the thrift stores. I find much better stuff. But let's get started on the orders. All right, the first one is this Kenwood stereo receiver. So there's an issue with this. This sold for what did this sell for? $44.99 plus shipping. But I didn't realize when I listed all these things, I was listing them one after the other, and I think I was either tired or just missed it. But it's missing one of the feet, and I didn't put that in the description. So I messaged the buyer this morning. Haven't heard back yet, so this is going to wait. And I told him I understand if you don't want it anymore, maybe I'll offer him a little bit of a discount, but I'm going to wait to ship this to see what he wants to do. All right, next up we got a piece of sports memorabilia. This is the Dinsmore David Concepcion bobblehead, Cincinnati Reds. So I got about $1.50 into this, and this sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Really liking the way this is working out. So much easier to find this stuff. Right up here. This is Labyrinth. Now this is missing the ball and the marble or whatever. That's actually in the title. It's in the description. I can't remember. I think I paid like $3 for that a long time ago. It was on promoted listings, and that sold for $14 plus shipping. All right, then we have a mailbox cover. I don't know if this is it. Yep. This is a New York Mets all-weather vinyl mailbox cover. So there's 40 cents into this. This was on 20% off promotion, and this sold for $7.99 plus shipping. All right, we're going over to some Princess House stuff, and obviously it's behind there, so I gotta move these boxes. All right, it's correct. So I got that at the flea market weeks ago. Probably had maybe $5 into that, and that sold for $20 plus shipping. And then the last thing is actually a really good one. Should be in the Disney section. Yep. If you remember me last week's video, I just bought this last week for $4 at Donald Duck Disney Chippendale. They call it a snow globe. Not sure why, but maybe because of that. But this ended up selling for, I had it up for $139.99 plus shipping, and someone offered $100, and I accept it. And like for $4, I'm not gonna say no or try to haggle. $100 plus shipping. All right, so I'm gonna get this stuff packed up, do a little work here, and then I'm gonna head home because I am starving. Monday's a holiday, so there's no post office, but at least I'll get these things packed and ready to go for Tuesday, and then I'll be back here on Monday. All right, I'm just about done. So before I leave, I'm going to show you what I did with those 2 carts or storage units. Took all the sneakers and stuff out of the bins, put them on here. I still got plenty of space to add more that I picked up today on there. And then also I got all the bats and tennis rackets and stuff like that, gloves, onto this. I was going to put the golf clubs on here, but they don't really say. Actually, I just got an idea. I might stick some of the bigger drivers down into here. Can't put them in here because when I move this thing, they're just going to fall out. But this condenses things better. Everything's in one spot. And down the bottom, I have rollerblades, and I can add more stuff down there. All right, I'm out. Tuesday, July 6th. Hope everybody had a happy 4th. Going to be very busy today. I got my haul from the weekend, or actually just from yesterday, that I'm going to show you. 7 eBay orders. One of them is my best single priced highest item that I've sold outside of my iMac, because that wasn't really part of this. That was a kind of a personal sale. I'm going to show you those two, and then I have a ton of listing to do today to get moving on stage 2 of this business plan. Here we go. The first thing I picked up is this vintage Hoover Quadraflex Powermatic canister vacuum. The lady was asking $30. I offered $20 and she accepted. I haven't tested it yet. She said it all worked, but you can probably get anywhere from $70 to $100 for this. Okay, for $4.99 I grabbed this. It's actually a red octane guitar. I think this is for the Xbox 360. I don't remember exactly, but I got this at Savers yesterday for $4.99, and I think I can get probably anywhere from 20 to maybe 30, 35 bucks on it. I gotta test it out. I got all these guitars here that need to be tested, but I need systems to test it, so they're probably just gonna sit for a while. Okay, also at Savers for $3.99. This, it said new on it, so I ended up opening this box. The Charbroil True Infrared grate and emitter. I guess it's like a replacement. And the grate and the other piece were untouched, shining, brand new. I can probably get around $30 for this. All right, and then I drove out to Connecticut. For $30, I got both of these Bose Wave radios. This one's just a radio. This one has a CD player. The lady I bought them from used to work for Bose, so she used to get the stuff 40% off and had these and just decided to sell them. So if they both work, which she says they do, this black one here, just a radio, get about 60, 65. And this one down here with a CD player, I can probably get about $100 on that. I also drove out not too far and picked up this box stuff was free. Guy was just giving it away. So mainly this little DVD player here is not really worth anything. That'll be a flea market sale possibly. And then there was a camera in here, Vivitar camera, that's really not worth anything. That'll be flea market too. But these, what I really wanted it for was these 3 handheld voice recorders or cassette recorders, mini recorders. And like I said, these were free. I can probably get anywhere from $15 to $25 for each of these. And maybe the best buy of the day for $6.99 is this Magnavox DVD recorder. In the store, it did power up and the tray worked. I have to test it. But if this does end up working, we're looking at anywhere from $175 to $250 on this. All right, let's get started on these 7 orders. Okay, first up is this vintage Philadelphia Phillies 1990s Roman 1950s style fitted adult hat, size 7.5. I can't remember where I got this, but I think I paid like $1 for this, and this ended up selling for $40 plus shipping. All right, we got a Funko Pop. Should be Thor. Pretty sure this is it. This is Funko Pop number 240, Thor Ragnarok. It's obviously Thor. Paid about $3.75 for this, and this was on 20% off promotion. It sold for $8.79 plus shipping. And then we have a lot of 4 Star Wars figures. Just got to get the right ones here. I think this is it. This is a lot of 4 Star Wars deluxe figures. We got Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Stormtrooper, and Probe Droid. This is part of that big Star Wars Star Trek buy, so I maybe got about $2 into those, and those ended up selling for, they're on 20% off promotion, they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. All right, and then this I spent about $4 total on it. It's right here. This is 1,000 random Scrabble tiles. As you remember, I just take them out of the, I buy the Scrabble games cheap, take them out of the box. I've already sold the tile holders, I think. But these have been sitting around a while. They were on 20% off promotion. Ended up selling for $31.99 plus shipping. This is a Hallmark Cards Statue of Liberty snow globe. Music by plays the national anthem. This was on 20% off promotion. I think I paid like $3 for this, and this ended up selling for $15.99 plus shipping. We have something that I just listed last week that you guys, if you remember, this is that Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville insulated bag that holds a blender. There's obviously no blender in this. Paid $12 for this at Goodwill last week, and this sold for $39.99 plus shipping. And then my best sale, pretty much ever, single sale, is this NAD stereo power amplifier 2200 power envelope. This was part of that big electronics buy, so I got like $8 into this. I still have 40 pieces left of that buy, and I'm well over, I think I pretty much doubled my money already, but this ended up selling for $431.99 plus shipping. All right, so the plan is to get that stuff packed up, and I also have from the other day the stuff that I had already packed that all has to go, and then all this stuff here, I got to get as much of this stuff tested and listed as possible today. Okay, I just finished all the orders and I started doing some listing, and I did have another order that I was waiting on payment, so they just paid, so let's pull that and get that shipped too. I think that is up here in the toy section, yes. This is Toys R Us exclusive Plush Buddies with Despicable Me 3. I picked this up at a yard sale a couple of weeks ago for $2, and that sold for $17 plus shipping. Hey, it's Wednesday, July 7th. Got 4 eBay orders. 3 of them were things I just put up in the last couple of days, actually yesterday, that I got this past weekend, so that was good. And I got a bunch of stuff that I picked up yesterday. Today's going to be a long day for me. As soon as I'm done with orders here today, I have to head out. I'm actually going to be traveling up into central Massachusetts. I haven't gone up there at all yet, to a bunch of Sabres and Goodwills and Salvation Armies. And then tomorrow, after I do my orders, I'm going to be going to western Massachusetts to hit the stores up in that direction. So it's going to be a lot of driving the next few days. Let me show you what I got yesterday, and then we'll see the orders. Okay, so this, I didn't pay $12.99. I had a 20% off coupon at Savers. This is a Coleman Family Cook Set. The box was open, but it looks to be pretty much new in the box. There weren't really, there was one listed that sold, I believe, of this on eBay around $30, $35. So usually anything with Coleman sells well. So the fact that these are new, we'll see what we get out of these. All right, and then this for just under $6, the under cabinet cookbook holder from Savers. I think it's brand new, but there were a couple listed for like $100 and something, which I think was crazy, and nothing sold. So I'm gonna probably list these probably half of that or less than half of that. Okay, I'm adding to my guitars here. So I got a Guitar Hero. I think this is for the Wii Strat style guitar for $4. This is a Flying V. I don't remember what system this is for. And then I also picked up this Gibson Les Paul type for, I want to say this is a PlayStation one. I have to look on the back, but once I get some systems, I get a bunch of these to go through, and these generally will bring anywhere from 20 to 35 bucks. All right, we got more sneakers. These are Hoka Arahi 2. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Paid just about 10 bucks for these, and I should be able to get right around $40 to $50 on these. And we got a pair of Salomon, I forgot which ones these are. Salomon Sonic RA2 sneakers. I paid a little bit more. I paid about $12 for these, but I should be able to get right around 40 bucks. For $4, this is a Topps 1991. It says complete set hockey NHL cards. I don't know if the actual whole set's in there, but for $4, I'll probably get about anywhere from $15 to $20 for the set. This I took a chance on for $4. There's two New York Giants Matchbox collectible cars, and then there's a limited edition 1999 New York Mets team collectible truck. I'm thinking for the Giants cars, maybe, I don't know, $10 for both of them, and then the truck here, maybe $15. This was a pretty good buy for right around $10. The Instant Ace Nova blender. This thing is pretty heavy right now. It's it looks like it's not been used. It was hard to tell in the store, but let's get the manual inside. Doesn't look like anything was actually touched on this, but I can probably get around 60 bucks if it works. We'll be testing this out within the next few days. All right, and then for $4, we got an RCA VR519 VCR. I powered up in the store. That's all I can test in the store. So if it does work, it'll be about, I'd say about $35. All right, let's do the 4 orders, because like I said, I got to get out of here quickly here today. All right, we have a cooler going first. I've had this for a while. This is an Igloo Tagalong 10 cooler. I paid about $2.50 for this. I can't remember how long ago it was, but it has the rainbow strap, and this ended up selling for $29.99 plus shipping. And we got a pair of sneakers that I just put up yesterday. You probably remember from this video. Where are they? I think it's these right here. Yep, Salomon X Scream. So I received an offer of $30. I countered with $38, and the buyer accepted. So $38 plus shipping. I think I paid $12 for those. We have another new item from yesterday. Should be right up here. Yep, if you remember. This is that Black & Decker under cabinet can opener that I bought for $4 the other day, and this ended up selling for $49.99 plus shipping. And then the big one is also from the other day that I just put up yesterday. Paid $8 for this. This is that Magnavox DVD recorder. I did a test on it. It seems to work fine. And this sold for $259.99 plus shipping. So stage 2 of the business plan is starting off on a really good note. That's the plan moving forward. As you see with the stuff I'm buying now, I'm not buying any more mugs and glasses and small stuff like that. But I'm going to keep going on that track, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm going to do these orders now. Hey YouTube land, it's Thursday, July 8th, end of the eBay week for me, or YouTube week for me, whatever way you want to call it. Got 5 orders. I bought a bunch of stuff at those thrift stores yesterday. I'm not going to show you those today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow because I'm going out to Western Massachusetts today, and I got a lot of stuff. I don't have time to show you that right now. I got to get these orders done, and then get on the road because it's about a 90-minute drive. So let's get started. First up is this pair of Nike LeBron sneakers, if I can get it out. I got these last year, actually. Been sitting for a long time at a yard sale for $7 and received an offer for $40 plus shipping and I accepted. I had a little trouble finding this, but it was in a miscellaneous box. This is a Spider semi-auto caliber 68 paintball gun. It says black in the title. I'm not sure why I put black, but there's some blue in there. Picked this up at a yard sale for a couple of bucks a few weeks ago, and this sold for $39.99 plus shipping. All right, let's make that 4 orders because one of the orders I cannot find, and I think the inventory, the number that I had in stock was wrong. So I just canceled that order, refunded the buyer. Sorry about that. I looked everywhere. I can't find it. I found another version of it, but it's not the exact one. So we got another pair of sneakers. I think it's these. I'm gonna just double check. Yep, these are Brooks men's Beast Mogul running shoes. I believe they're size 11. I picked these up just the other day for about $12, and these sold for $38.99 plus shipping. And the last one is another new item right here. This is the Bose radio CD player that I picked up the other day also for, I think I paid $20 for this one because I had the CD player in it, and this sold for $119.99 plus shipping. All right, I'm gonna get these packed up, ready to go, and then I'm gonna get out of here and head up to West Springfield. This is the end of the video. Thanks again for like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next week.